So it's that time of the week again where I try to predict what will happen in the upcoming fairy tale chapter, even though I rarely come even close, but as long as we're all having fun, right? Alright, so let's get started, shall we? Chapter 526, My Name Is. With a title like that, my heart rate went from 0 to 100 pretty fucking quickly the moment I first read it. Because in the latest chapter, we witnessed what seemed to be the death of Larcade, so I don't actually think it'll have anything to do with Larcade whatsoever. So who else's identity is a mystery to some or even a lot of people? Well, there may be more than one, but there's one who currently takes human shape and happens to be in the middle of Magnolia. We know this particular beast by the name of Acnologia, part-time dragon, part-time human. And well, most of the cast in Fairy Tail has encountered this crazy fellow, but he was always paying a visit in his dragon form the previous times, so when a certain someone is unfortunate enough to encounter Acnologia in this arc, it'll most likely be a case of uncertainty. Erza and Wendy already had their share of his presence about 2 chapters ago, but from the looks of things, he had no interest in them whatsoever, not even Wendy, which came as a bit of a shock to me. There are, however, more candidates that may run into Acnologia, and in my prediction I'll bring up a pretty significant character that will probably encounter Acnologia very soon, even if she's not alone while doing so. From the thumbnail, you've probably already guessed it, and that certain someone is of course Lucy Heartfilia. Now some people may find it unlikely that these two would have something in common, of course, and I hear you, and that's why I'll be explaining it all to you. This prediction will be based on a theory, and that theory is that Acnologia had a connection with Anna Heartfilia, Lucy's ancestor. They both lived in the same era, so it's not all that crazy, and I've always wondered why Hiro keeps bringing up Anna in several chapters. I mean, surely she must have a greater purpose then, like the chapter with Natsu's scarf. Like, why was Anna specifically brought up in that chapter? I mean, even though she may have made it, like, there was no real point in explaining that unless she has a greater purpose in the future. Such a purpose would be if someone who would mistake Lucy for her ancestor upon meeting her, and that's what I think is going to happen. Already in 526, we're nearing the end of Fairy Tail, so things are about to happen. Some pretty big things, and I think this is without a doubt one of those things. And so I think the title is referring to Lucy. I know I kinda tricked you earlier saying that the one with the mystery is Acnologia, but I think the title is actually pointing to Lucy in all honesty. I think she's going to be mistaken for Anna and will have to explain to Acnologia that the one before him is not Anna but Lucy Heartfilia. I do, however, believe that this may be what allows for her, Grey, and Happy to live if they run into Acnologia, because I think if Acnologia and Anna was a thing, then he wouldn't harm Lucy, who happens to be a descendant of Anna. It's of course very possible, since Lucy and the others don't know who is before them, that Acnologia will also introduce himself, which will cause a great deal of panic among them. I mean, we did witness the terror within Erza and Wendy as Acnologia walked past them as he approached Eileen, so similar panic will most likely occur to Lucy, Grey, and Happy. They'll probably recognize the magic power, but like Erza, may not be able to place it. So back to Anna Heartfilia and Acnologia though. You may think it's a bit strange that Acnologia would mistake Lucy for Anna, since that was 400 years ago, but something to note is that Acnologia has been living in solitude for centuries and may simply be suffering because of it, causing him to see the woman that he wishes to see rather than who is actually there. I mean, obviously, if he was in his right mind, then there wouldn't be any reason for him to mistake Lucy for Anna, but fact of the matter is, of course, that, as I said, he's been alone for a long fucking time. Anyway, that will wrap up today's video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and as always, if you did, please like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. See ya soon.